Welcome to the Easy Budget tutorial. To get started, set the month, year, currency, color, and start balance. Next, to set up your budget, add your custom subcategories. To start with the bills section, add the names of your bills, their due dates, and the amount you expect each bill to be. The columns to edit are highlighted. Next, add your subcategories and budgeted amounts to the expenses section. Then do the same for savings. And lastly, fill out the income section. To track your finances, please enter all financial transactions into the transactions log. As you pay bills and add the transactions to the transactions log, check them off on the budget dashboard to keep track of your payment. All transactions entered in the transactions log are automatically totaled and shown in the actual column. All category values are totaled and displayed in the cash flow section to provide an overview of how much income you've earned, how much money was spent and where, and how much is left over. The bill info from the budget dashboard is automatically transferred to the bill calendar tab. On the calendar, unpaid bills are light gray. When a bill is paid and checked off in the bills section of the budget dashboard, the calendar updates accordingly, and the paid bill on the calendar turns dark gray and gets a check mark. The bills list next to the calendar is generated and updated automatically. When a bill is paid, it turns light gray and is crossed out on the list. The list also sorts automatically, so unpaid bills are always at the top, ordered by how close they are to the due date. The Annual Overview tab provides a detailed summary of your financial activity throughout the year. The Cash Flow Summary table provides an overview of each month's cash flow over the course of the year and calculates the totals of all categories at the bottom. The Overview table shows a summary of your financial activity thus far through the year, including when you started, your start balance, your total income, your total spending on bills and expenses, and the total amount you've saved. The end balance shows the total amount you have left to spend after paying towards your bills, expenses, and savings. The change of balance at the bottom of the table shows how much the amount you have left to spend has grown since the year started. As for the charts, this chart gives a breakdown of where your income goes each month. And these two charts break down the bills and expenses over the year to show each subcategory's share of the total cost. To use the debt tracker, start by going through the quick setup process. First, set the start date. Next, enter your debt info. The debt names are pulled from the bills entered on the budget dashboard, so just use the drop-down menus to select the debts you want to track. Then, in Step 3, the setting for extra monthly payment allows you to set an extra amount you plan to pay each month on top of the minimum, so you can pay off your debt faster. In Step 4, the debt payoff strategy you choose affects how your debts are prioritized and which ones get paid off first. If you need help deciding which option to use, you can try each one and compare the overviews generated below. This table is automatically generated and gives you a comprehensive overview of your debt payoff plan, so you can easily see when each debt will be paid off if the plan is followed. The Payment Plan Lookup tool allows you to look up and view the payment plan for any particular debt. Just select the debt from the drop-down menu, and all payment plan info for that debt will be immediately displayed. With the Payment Adjustments tool, you can make adjustments to your extra payment for any given month. This tool allows you some extra flexibility as you can make adjustments to the extra payment amount for any month along the way. So, if there comes a month where you'd like to raise or lower that extra payment amount, just come to this table and enter the month, year, and adjustment amount, and your payment plan will automatically adjust accordingly. The Debt Dashboard allows you to monitor all your planned monthly payments and track your progress. To begin, set the dashboard to the correct date. To do so, just click on the down arrows and select the appropriate month and year from the drop-down boxes. What month and year is selected affects the monthly numbers shown in the table below. As you move through your payment plan, Update the month and year at the start of every new month so you can see your planned payments for that month and track your progress. This portion of the dashboard tracks all important information regarding your payments and payment plan. The table organizes itself so all paid debts are automatically moved to the bottom and crossed out to make it easy to see which debts you have left to pay. The monthly portion of the table shows you the planned payment for each debt for the selected month, tracks how much you've paid toward each debt for that month, and shows you how much you have left to pay to meet your planned amount for the month. When you pay a debt's monthly payment, you'll get a check mark in the paid column. The total section of the table tracks the total amount you've paid towards each debt, the remaining balance, your overall progress on each debt with the progress bar and percent paid column. If you miss paying any of your planned payments in previous months, the rollover unpaid debt column will track the amount you missed. At the top is a set of charts to help you visualize your progress. This chart shows your total progress, with a percentage of your total debt you've paid so far. This graph shows progress bars for all your monthly payments. The gray part of the columns is the unpaid portion of your planned monthly payment, and the blue shows how much you've paid during the current month. And this shows each debt's percentage share of the total debt. To see more information from this chart, just click on it and hover the cursor over the wedges, and you'll be able to see the debt name, balance, and percentage for each wedge. To use the Sinking Funds tracker, enter your sinking funds in this table. The Saving For and Savings Goal columns are for the name of the sinking fund and the total savings goal. If you already have some money saved for the fund you're setting up, you can put that amount in the Start Amount column. The start date is the day you set up the sinking fund, and the end date is the date by which you plan to complete your savings goal. In the Payment Frequency column, you can choose how often you want to contribute to each fund. A fund's total savings goal is divided into multiple, smaller amounts for you to add to your savings over time, and you can choose to make payments on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis. The payment size setting determines how the size of the payments are calculated. The All Equal option divides the total savings goal evenly between the payments, so all payments are equal. With the Increase Gradually option, the payments start out small and gradually increase in size. On the Savings dashboard, each sinking fund has its own section. The name of the sinking fund is at the top. Under that is the line chart that shows your total progress, with the total amount saved displayed below it. Under that, you can see the total savings goal, the percentage of the savings goal completed, how much you have left to save to reach your savings goal, the amount of time left before the end date. Below that, in the bottom portion, you can see the info about where you currently are in your savings plan. When you set up a sinking fund, the total savings goal is broken up into multiple, smaller amounts for you to add to your savings over time. On the Savings dashboard, the level shows what phase of your savings plan you're in. Each level has its own mini savings goal, and after you reach it, you move to the next level. You can see here the current level, the savings goal for that level, the amount you've saved towards the level savings goal, the amount you have left to save to reach the next level, the progress bar, and percent complete for the current level. To start using the net worth tracker, set the year and your net worth goal. Next, enter your assets. There are 4 different subcategories of assets, each with their own section. Enter the name of the asset in the leftmost column of the table, and then enter the value of the asset in the column of the current month. You can update this monthly to track the value of each asset. At the bottom of each table is the total row, which shows the total value of the assets in that table for each month. And the rightmost column, the growth column, shows the growth of each asset's value since beginning. Next, enter your liabilities. There are 3 different subcategories of liabilities, each with their own section. Just like with the assets, enter the name of the liability in the leftmost column of the table, and then enter the value of the liability in the column of the current month. You can update this monthly to track the value of each liability. After you're done setting up, update the spreadsheet once a month by entering the current value of each asset and liability, and the dashboard at the top will automatically track your progress. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, Please feel free to reach out anytime, and you'll receive quick assistance.